What up? Oh my goodness gracious, if you guys could see my inboxes on both my channels and on the Facebook emails, the outreach is amazing. And yes, I will implement everything I can. Just amazing. I can't, it's, you guys know what I said. I had like gnarly beings on both sides show up last night, and I figured some things out for you guys. Like, I woke up at like 3 in the morning, I was like, oh, this is too good. I have to write this down. So I'm gonna, I had some negative beings all pissy with me. And I was like, keep it up, bro. I'll just keep breaking down this construct and explain it. Tomorrow, 2,000 people are gonna know about it. So, with that spirit of innovation, I will continue. And we're pulling. And we're pulling. And get off me. And get off me. That's how I feel right now. It's amazing. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. This is, you're gonna enjoy this. So, what else? If you guys check this site out, Unite the Collective, I just got redone. And on the Team Light World page, you can see all the links that go to different countries. Those will be live links to my family members. You know who you are. And I will link everything to you guys. What Unite the Collective is going to be is a hub. When I was on my way back from doing the Florida activation, I got a really strong hit. And what I kept getting was, Ryan, you need to create the network. You need to pull all of your family members together so they can come to a place and then meet every single one of themselves. And in their family, variant aspects of them, their own selves. I'm just really pumped right now. It's so rad. We should all be very pumped. You guys check it out. Go to unitethecollective.com. And there's all links for different species, races like Arturians, Palladians, Lyrans, Thundercats, you know. Woo! You guys like my little cartoon? Hey. So, yes. On the Team Light World page, there'll be another link to every single one of my family members' YouTube sites and profiles and pages. So what I do recommend right now is that every single family member kind of clean up their YouTube. In this golden age and what we're trying to create, we want to stay organized and streamlined to help our family members as fastly and as efficiently as we possibly can in a cool, calm, and collected manner. And that's what this is all about. We're going to take the negative vibes of this topic right out the door and get into more of a galactic consciousness of how to perceive this place, how to operate in this place, how to manifest, how to stay true to yourself, how to activate yourself, how to work with your 7 chakras and the new ones, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shh. What? Come on. Someone's got to tell you. Okay. Check this out. And go. Okay. I have drawings too, because I'm very visual. Okay. So I'm going to explain a bit about how I came to this experience, and then I can explain to you a little better. Okay. Am I breaking the matrix on the webcam? Whoop, whoop. Okay. It happens. I wish you could show you the stuff that I have saved on my hard drive. They're like, that's not your job. It's not your job to be that guy. I'm like, fine. But maybe I'll train somebody who can. Just kidding. All right, past memory. Okay, so I'm sitting there. Okay, I don't know what the deal is with my computer. This is my right side, but when this thing, on this iMac, it's inverted. So when I say right hand, that's your right. If you were sitting here and you were me, this is your right hand, this is your left hand. Okay, right side, left side. Okay, I know it's not that I'm confused. The camera on this thing is inverted for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so now I'm laying in bed. I'm having a conversation, kind of like a council meeting, and I noticed this, and I caught it, and I wrote it down for you guys. Okay, and go. Okay, we are sitting holographically, right? In this more or less empty space. What I like to see is, if you want to think about it, like if you were standing at the bottom of the, say, you're in the Roman Colosseum, but the seats are way closer to you. And you're looking up, and you see the different rings that go up. Each ring is a dimension, and it's split down the middle. You got the dark, you got the light. For me, well, that's crazy. The light just switched to my room. Moving on. What you have is, for me, my dark homies on the right, my light homies on the left. No. So, yes. So, that's my experience of how it works as far as explaining the board to you. You need to understand the board and your surroundings holographically for you to have a better implementation of some of the things that I speak of. You can have an understanding. If not, it's like I'm speaking Chinese or something. I'm not. Arigato! That's Japanese. Alright. So, boo. Just kidding. How it works. Okay. To make a move on the board. This is how, I'm going to give you this analogy. Okay. So I had a thought go through my mind of something negative last night. I'm laying in bed. And I noticed right when that negative thought fired off, I saw a dude on the dark side make a move, almost like throw a jab at a dude on the light side. And I was like, it clicked. And I was like, you needed me, since I'm the anchor in 3D. You needed, the arc of the wave had to come from here's dark, here's light. The dark wanted to do something over here, make a move over here in consciousness. So what happened was, I was triggered to think of something negative. The dark stream comes down as a wave, pops, you gain access, since in your own emotional construct, you thought of something negative, and then can jump and then address or do something on the light side. But it's more of it's an arc. Boom, boom. You are the ground. You are in 3D. Here's the link, your chemical computer in your own consciousness, since we're living in consciousness. So I literally witnessed a conscious strike last night where I was privy enough to the information of exactly visually, I was on enough to watch exactly what happened and then what went through my mind while it happened, so I can make this analogy for you. Mwah, bellissimo. So, to make a move on the board, access to the ground must be accessed. You are the ground in 3D. A past memory, say confrontation, can be used by a member on the negative side. I call it the dark side, the negative side. But as we get into this unity consciousness, we're going to get out of duality. I'm here for unity consciousness. So I'm going to explain we're still in duality here, light and dark. But outside of this place, it's not like that. So, okay, moving on. Okay, so from the beginning, to make a move on the board, access the ground must be accessed. Negative wants to make a move, access the ground, it can access the light side. Okay. Past memory or say confrontation can be used by a member on the negative side to make a move against the positive side. Negative can say throw a punch if the vessel is jacked in and think something negative, giving negative side the ability to basically influence it with the darker presence. So that was the first one. So be mindful of your thoughts. And like I said in past videos, we're living in consciousness. Everything is conscious. Okay? So if you have beings in your stream that you are balancing on light and dark, and then you have, say, their homies. Okay, as you guys have your higher selves also have alliances and friends on both sides. Okay? So the issue is that, wait till I get to universal consciousness. Okay, here it comes. I'm actually quite pumped right now. Okay. So, it's too much intel. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so moving on. The issue is that in consciousness, as we are sitting here and you're watching me in 3D, to understand that link, you are the ground. If this was an electric circuit, okay, you have a positive and you have a negative. Well, usually you anchor the negative, right, for the positive to do whatever it's got to do, right, with electricity. Same thing, we are the ground in 3D in this density in consciousness. Okay. That's why on, say, dimension 6 through 9, the angelic realms, they're always bumping heads. Light angels and dark angels are always going to scrap each other for whatever reason. And let me explain to you what some of our jobs as universal beings, well, I told you incarnated here, not galactic, universal beings, and how they work and access the grid. Okay, and go. Our job as universal beings is to create the corridor of light / experience to higher consciousness, the bridge necessary to monitor and aid both sides using your stream as an access point towards higher consciousness to get involved. Think of a parent breaking up a fight between two kids. Check this out. As you get jacked in and all of your higher selves are in alignment, you allow universal consciousness to come from outside of this construct, to come streaming down your stream of consciousness, and upper dimensional beings and that energy which is being, the dark side is trying so hard to block, coming from our cosmic center, right? You actually come down as this huge energy ray, right, of energy, and here comes this big being who couldn't get into this density, okay, high vibratory, and basically what happens is, okay, here's the dark, here's the light. It almost comes, I watched it happen last night, come down, like your higher consciousness will actually come down like a parent and go, what seems to be the problem, boys and girls? And you got the dark side going, they're doing this, they're doing this. You get the light side going, they're doing this, they're doing that. Okay? The issue is that with this higher consciousness, it's almost like a parent coming and breaking up two kids and going, all right, look, let's figure out some sort of solution to this conflict without all of this drama. You know? I think this whole planet is tired of the drama, tired of the games, tired of the manipulation. And when you actually see a universal consciousness come down and deal with it, everyone's like, shh. It's not like, there's not even a word to describe it. It's not, un momento. Yeah, it's rad. And guess what? You are that access point as you become your own pillar of light, right? To allow that universal consciousness to come down and stream, which now has access to 3D and up. So they're quite entertained and here to help. Because if you think logically, scientifically, how are you going to how does a higher vibrational being even get into this density consciously to be able to integrate into the system? Well, you need a conduit. You need a conduit that can remain balanced, stay privy to, but not react when in that state. Because, what can I say? Your emotional and energetic well-being and balance must be maintained in a higher aspect of consciousness which supersedes duality. For a universal being isn't operating in duality, boys and girls. It's one with everything. So there's not like there's no like favors, picking sides. It's like, you know, you wanted to choose this role in this life, fantastic. And what seems to be the conflict with your brothers and sisters? It's kind of like that. And what I'm learning, and I'm going to share with you right now, is that this kind of goes beyond like what ET race you are. It's the same thing that's going on upstairs. It's the same stuff that's going on around us right now in 3D. They want to make it all mystical and magical. What, you have ships, you know, cool transports, you got really cool buildings, but guess what? Your emotions are still exactly the same. So they're toned down a notch, mind you. This place is like, as far as emotional craziness, is like 11. They're operating at like a 2, 3, 4, you know. Even though some of us are down here to mix it up. You hear me in the council meetings. I was arguing today for my family members. I was like, yo, dude, you got these Tibetan dudes that can levitate, bilocate and all this. And what is that doing for the rest of us who are training every day? I'm going to go ahead and just spit my conversation that I had, okay? And I was like talking to the Black Dragon Society. I was like, yo, what makes you guys so special that the rest of my family around the planet who are doing and busting their ass every day, dealing with mass consciousness, not hiding up on a mountain, right? With like minds. How is that aiding us in our own development? I'm in the council meeting just ripping. I was like, I'm in Sedona, Arizona. I'm in the United States of America, you know? And I was like, Sedona and Arizona, actually, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but when the Tibetans visited over here to install a really cool, shrine, that the Hopi and them could speak to one another. The Hopis are native to this area, and they could understand each other. Their languages were that similar. So, on this planet Earth that we are living on, I was like, yo, dude, where's my Sedona Jedi crew of awesomeness? You know, I was like, yo, get those contracts out. It's so weird on the higher levels, you guys. It's like you're a lawyer in a courtroom with your case, and here's your opposition. It's not like airy-fairy, kumbaya spiritual whatsoever. It's not. En vogue. What? No, it's not. Any more music? Hold on. So I went to bat for my family. I was sitting there today, I was like, okay, well give me, if it's a numbers game, how many do I need? Okay, if it's an abilities game, how many do I need? The issue is some of us hybrids here, who aren't under the controls of the whatever they want to call themselves, which I am not, mind you. Yeah, some people like don't understand. Like, you think I'd have a budget, boys and girls? Come on, keep it real. I gotta bust my ass to make ends meet. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have it any other way though. Because some of us want to come down here and, you know, represent the light in a way that's like, actually, I have no negative contractual ties to that. I'm more just here to help my family integrate, assimilate, and kick ass in this dimension and go. So I want you guys to know that from my heart. I'm here to help you guys. That's simple. And so I'm sitting there, and I got my homies, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do, and under what time frame? And I was actually, and when I meditate tonight, when I go to the steam room, I'm going to go ahead and just get some of that intel. The issue is that these societies that have these beings or dudes they think are so cool, right? Anyways, the issue is that they have to hide it and keep it secret because they damn well know that the way consciousness works, it's like the 100 monkey syndrome. Once you show someone who knows how to do it, and they're like, hey, go like this. Focus and boom. Once that information comes out, I didn't do it in the right order on purpose. That it's also something that has to be balanced and governed to your own emotional well-being and what you would do with such an ability, because you also don't want to hand a bunch of bazookas to a bunch of 2-year-olds consciously. So I understand that balance, but I'm here to say get fired up. And these contractual talks are going on. They're not like this is all airy-fairy. No, there's like light beings sitting there in courtrooms going, well, my vessel is here, your vessel is here. What seems to be the contractual obligations of either side? Okay, if this duality game is coming to an end, who is to say going to be on this? Who is to say is going to be responsible for this? These types of integrated conversations are happening right now on planet Earth. And not only that, but the ambassadors of different races, say Palladian, Arturians, Andromedans, Lyrans, Anunnaki, Reptilians, Draconians, Prussians, Vegans. They're not vegetarian, they're from Vega. They also have their 3D popsicle suits in the game too. Orion, holla! I'm the nice one, boys and girls. My brothers, you don't want. No. Let's be nice to the nice one, shall we? Continuing on. I just like being here with my family. Okay, then 18 minutes just went by. Woo! So anyways, just know that you guys have, your family is going to bat for you. And understand that. I'm not here to be a part of this limitation. I'm here to release my family from this limitation. I'm here to release my family from this veil of garbage, which has been controlled, manipulated from everything from your air, your water, your food that you ingest every single day of your life. Okay? The issue is that when you wake up and get above this ridiculousness and you're looking at it, it looks ridiculous. And I want to say that to all those that control or think they're controlling this behind the scenes. Yeah, your construct looks ridiculous. It's not organized, 1. 2, it's completely unbalanced. 3, there's a reason why we're here to do your job for you. So keep it real. If we didn't have to be here, most of us wouldn't be here, but we do because you've totally screwed this entire construct up. So with that, just know, no judgment, no malice. Never judge another being. Let me explain why. I've learned this myself. It comes back to you. There'll be a lesson that you passed, right? Say, and you can look at your friends or someone that is still going through that trial. And instead of looking down on them going, you need to figure that out, it's not about that. Because that judgment then fires back upon you, for you're still releasing a judgment of a lower frequency consciousness. It's like a trap. What I can say to every single being, no judgment. What I can say to every single being is no malice. We're in 3D. We're the kids on the stream of consciousness. Crush your ego into unexistence, because once you actually see your higher selves and your highest self, you're like this big, dude. I feel like baby Huey with a pair of diapers on with my wand going, wow, and why does this have to be like this? It's actually a comedy show, But in a very serious way, I have to joke about some of these deals because obviously I'm frustrated And I just want my family to get their juice back. And I'm like, what does my family need to do to operate at a higher bandwidth? How much frequency and voltage do I need to put through this body to actually turn into a light being in the flesh? These are questions that in dialogues that I'm having daily. It's not just like, sit there and I'm out of my body. Once you get past that point, there are some things that you guys will all begin to integrate with your own choices and your own free will of which you are responsible for and willing to take on. My deal is that this foundational groundwork and organization is being done now. UTC is up now. Send all of your emails, questions, and links to the best intel that you have found in the last 6 months that has helped you tremendously. I'm going to put that in the intel page on Unite the Collective so that all of our family members can find and access all of the information they need very quickly. I love you guys very much, and link all my family's web YouTube channels together once again. And La Revolution! Let's make it happen, boys and girls. I love you guys very much. Namaste and Lak'ech. Stay balanced, be one with the one, and understand in your own knowingness that you are now privy to some of the things that are going on behind the scenes. However, that does not change your daily regimen of your consistency in clearing every day. If you are new, go to D07. I might load to this channel as well now. Starseeds How to Clear. I do that daily. Okay. Your diet, make sure if you want to astral project longer at night or you're having problems with that, charge in the morning, half an hour. If you are in a latitude that it is snowing outside all day long, right? Well, supplement your diet with vitamin D3, okay? Which is then stored in your fat cells. And I don't recommend going to tanning beds, but if you're going to sit in darkness all day, you need to do something. Just pay attention to the UV bulbs if you do go into a tanning bed after you ingest vitamin D3. All right, I love you guys. Namaste and Lak'ech. That's just an example. Some people that are like, it's snowing, it's cold outside all day long, what do I do? That's the only thing I can think of in 3D that can benefit you. Supplement your diet with vitamin D3, 100%. And every day we get stronger, boys and girls. I cannot wait to hear from you guys. I love you all. Namaste and Lak'ech.